Welcome to Junior Achievement's Morris J.W. Gaby Profile and Excellence Virtual Awards Ceremony. I'm Lee Lewis, President of Junior Achievement Rhode Island. Thank you all for watching tonight as we celebrate our honorees. I would like to ask each of us to take a moment of silence to reflect and honor all of those who have lost their lives this year throughout the pandemic, and for all of our frontline workers who have served to protect our community.
This isn't our first time here. As a people, as a nation. But each time, found a way to rise above. We've done this by looking forward, by supporting each other, and by taking one step at a time. But more importantly, we've done this by never giving up. As challenging as times are now, we will find a way. We always do. That way, for us, means being there. This coming school year, we will be there for teachers, whether they are in a classroom or teaching virtually. We will be there for our volunteers, whether they are teaching our programs in person, remotely, or through video. We will be there for our supporters, who remain committed to helping our kids envision a brighter future. And we will be there for the young people we serve, no matter what it takes. In these uncertain times, one thing is certain. Together, we can achieve anything.
Junior Achievement's mission is to inspire and prepare young people to succeed in a global economy. And this year was a little bit different for all of us. At the beginning of the pandemic, as the schools and countries closed down, JA had to rethink how we were going to continue to advance our mission here in Rhode Island. I am proud to say we were able to pivot our programming to a virtual experience, and thanks to our volunteers and educators that were able to adapt to a new learning model so quickly. We could not have done this without your support. Tonight, we are recognizing some amazing individuals and organizations who have not only advanced JA's mission, but have advanced Rhode Island. These individuals and organizations will forever be recognized at Junior Achievement for their contributions to the Rhode Island community. This virtual program would not be possible without the support of our sponsors. A big thank you to our presenting sponsor, Cox Business. Our other sponsors at the gold level include KPMG and Webster Bank. And at the silver level, Amica. Thank you so much for your generous contributions to this evening's program. In addition to our sponsors, I would like to thank everyone at New England Institute of Technology especially their digital media production group for putting this program on tonight. I am truly honored to be working with the staff and students of this department to help put this evening's program together. If you are on Twitter, Facebook, or any of the social media platforms, please use the hashtag JAProfileAwards, and the hashtag is listed at the bottom of your screen. We hope that you will enjoy this evening's virtual program, and we look forward to seeing you next year in person as we celebrate JA's 100th anniversary. I would now like to introduce Jack Kalzakowski, President and CEO of Junior Achievement USA, with a few brief remarks.
Good evening. I'm Jack Kozakowski, President and CEO of Junior Achievement USA. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you as part of Junior Achievement's 2021 Morris J.W. Gaby Profile in Excellence Awards ceremony. This year's Profile in Excellence and Educator of the Year honorees embody the leadership, commitment, and spirit needed to inspire and prepare our nation's young people to achieve their potential. This kind of dedication is now more important than ever. As difficult as the past year has been for all of us as adults, imagine how the events of the past 12 months have impacted the young people of Rhode Island. In a time of financial insecurity, hope is a critical currency. With the help of all of you, Junior Achievement can deliver that hope and much more to today's children and tomorrow's leaders. At Junior Achievement, we responded to the new normal this past school year by utilizing technology to deliver life-changing education through virtual volunteering, remote learning, and other innovative ways of delivering essential learning experiences. We learned a great deal during the past year and look forward to leveraging these learnings to create more impactful outcomes for the young people we serve in the months and the years ahead. For all the benefits of technology, though, nothing replaces the human connection of mentoring and role modeling. We are hopeful the coming school year will see more JA volunteers in the classroom, sharing their insights and experiences with students. These individuals will be like those being honored here tonight, committed leaders who pay it forward by inspiring hope and a path forward for our nation's young people. In closing, congratulations to this evening's honorees. Junior Achievement would not be possible without you. It's now my pleasure to introduce Janet Raymond, Senior Vice President of the Greater Providence Chamber of Commerce and Chair of JA Rhode Island's Education Committee.
Thank you, Jack. Tonight, it is my pleasure to present Junior Achievement's second annual Educator of the Year Award. The criteria for the JA Educator of the Year Award are as follows. Educators who are experts in their field, who guide students of all backgrounds and abilities to achieve excellence. Collaborates with colleagues, students, and families to create a school culture of respect and success. Deliberately connects the classroom and key stakeholders to foster a stronger community at large. Demonstrates leadership and innovation in and outside of the school walls that embodies lifelong learning. Educators of the Year are well known in their communities and have earned the admiration and respect of school leadership, parents, and community members. They are involved in local events and regularly interact with other education stakeholders in the community. They help to provide services to students to foster academic success. The nominees demonstrate support of the mission of Junior Achievement and utilize JA programming in their classroom, school, or district. This year, the Junior Achievement Education Committee voted unanimously to award Patricia Shanley, a teacher from Norwood Elementary School in Warwick, Rhode Island, the Educator of the Year award. Patty taught in Warwick for 24 years at Drumrock Elementary School, Drumrock Early Childhood Center, and Norwood Elementary School prior to her recent retirement in September. Since 1998, she was instrumental in partnering and bringing junior achievement to all 3 schools, hosting the program in her kindergarten class. At Norwood, Patty encouraged fellow educators to participate in JA in a Day, involving the entire school. She believes in and embraces Junior Achievement's mission to inspire and prepare young children to succeed in the community and in the future workforce. Her professional and personal philosophy is built on being a strong advocate of mentoring others and involving the community in the education of our future leaders. For anyone who has worked with Patty, you know her dedication and commitment to students. In fact, I outreached to one of Patty's fellow teachers, and it turns out Patty and I have a mutual friend because, of course, this is Rhode Island after all. And here is how a fellow teacher described Patty. She is a true leader and collaborator. She has served on countless curriculum committees. Patty's strength is her ability to work together and always find humor, even in the most challenging times. Remote teaching became a learning curve for Patty. Never afraid of a good challenge, she not only expanded her technology skills, but also enjoyed the learning process. And her new adventure is mothering her sweet puppy, Sir Winston Shanley. Patty, you have all of the qualities and more and are so deserving of this award. Please join me on stage to accept Junior Achievement's Educator of the Year award.
Thank you, Janet. First of all, I want to say that I am deeply touched and honored by this award. It's been just a joy working with Junior Achievement. There's a few things I want to say. I'm going to keep it very, very brief. One thing I've learned is that there are no chance meetings in life. Lee Lewis, our president of Junior Achievement, we met back in 1998. That's a long time ago. And Lee and I connected just in a way that was wonderful. And we connected and stayed connected for all of these years. And Lee is the type of person that you can not talk to for 6 months, a year, and then you talk to him and it's like you just talked to him yesterday. So I want to thank Lee for starting me in this whole wonderful, magical time through Junior Achievement. And I'd also like to thank the Board of Directors and all of the members of Junior Achievement, and also the volunteers. The volunteers are really the foundation of Junior Achievement, and so many volunteers have come through my classroom, and many others, I'm sure, throughout the state, and they're awesome. I can't say enough about the countless hours and time they take from their jobs and their families to come and share their knowledge with our children. And just to close, I want to say never underestimate the value of involving the community in children's education. They are our future leaders, and everything that we do truly matters. And again, thank you to Janet, thank you to Lee, and thank you for honoring me in this way.
Thank you so much, Patty. Congratulations again. You are so deserving of this award. This week marks National Teacher Appreciation Week, and I know we have several educators watching our program tonight, so thank you. Thank you for the amazing work you do day in and day out to educate our young people throughout Rhode Island. I know how challenging this year has been, and you have risen to the challenge, so thank you. I would now like to share with you a video on junior achievement from this year.
This edition of the Rhode Island Spotlight is brought to you by Amica Insurance, a proud partner with Junior Achievement of Rhode Island. On a Tuesday in late January, 6 weeks before the pandemic would shut down schools in Rhode Island, the Brown University wrestling team fanned out to classrooms across the Hoxie Elementary School in Warwick. It is a tradition for the team going back years, working with Junior Achievement of Rhode Island to reach students of varying grade levels and deliver JA's message of work readiness, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship through a variety of programs. This one is called JA in a Day.
With the younger students, it's that connection. It's like you can almost see it dawn on their face, like, oh, I get this.
Alicia Wells Smith is one of JA's longest serving volunteers, beginning nearly 30 years ago. She is one of nearly 600 volunteers the nonprofit organization has enlisted to reach thousands of students every year.
The first graders, they want to hug you. They're open. They're so excited. And in the third grade, they're starting to just be a little sort of, losing that. They're starting to get a little bit of an edge. But when you do fun things with them, they're still kind of all over it.
Junior Achievement of Rhode Island is marking its 100th anniversary of helping students succeed when they get out into the workplace with practical skills that often aren't part of a regular school curriculum. Over the past century, it has reached more than 400,000 students in kindergarten through grade 12 in Rhode Island. But JA here has also adapted to changing times, technology, and the needs of the kids it serves. The Rhode Island chapter had already been moving to a more digital approach when the pandemic hit, and was ready with virtual classes like this one for those who still wanted to take advantage of them.
It's why we've been around for 100 years, because we're not doing the same program we were doing in 1919. Every year we change it, we update it for the needs of the community, the needs of the labor market.
Jeff Carty is JA's executive vice president. He and Lee Lewis, who took over as president in 2007, were students together at Johnson & Wales and became familiar with JA through a partnership with the university. Carty was with us the day we watched the Brown wrestlers interact with the students.
They've been doing that for several years now. The teachers love it, the administrators love it, the students love it, and we have them come back every year, and they're one of our most popular groups of kids to come back to deal with the elementary students.
While the wrestlers are popular, Carty said the organization has worked very hard to recruit volunteers from a cross-section of business sectors.
The heart of our programs are volunteers. We don't have paid employees that just go in, teach from a textbook, and go home. We bring in volunteers that share their experiences with the students. Our volunteers need to come from industries that are relevant to Rhode Island: hospitality, tourism, commercial fishing, marine trades, things like that, that there are local opportunities for those kids to go into, so that we're trying to stop some of that brain drain where kids aren't looking outside of Rhode Island, for opportunities.
Carty said a volunteer's first visit to the classroom can be daunting.
I've seen some of the biggest business leaders in Rhode Island, and these are only college kids, but I can just imagine you see some of the biggest business leaders in Rhode Island that command boardrooms, but they go into these classrooms, and I've seen them shaking in their boots before they go to a third grade class to deal with third graders. The thing about a third grader is they're going to ask you and tell you exactly what's on their mind, where somebody else may filter it a little bit. They're going to ask you some of those blunt and pointed questions.
But But once they break the ice and settle into a rhythm, nearly everyone comes back.
I was excited and petrified at the same time.
Steve Kitchen was a JA volunteer in the early 1990s. Now a vice president at New England Institute of Technology, he took over in July as JA's board chairman.
When you see that you connect with a student, or you connect with several of the students, it makes the opportunity just all the more impactful for the volunteer. So I would tell you, I think that as much good as the JA volunteer does for the students, that the students in turn light a candle within each and every volunteer that they touch.
While JA has always had a presence in Providence, Kitchen said the organization made a decision a decade ago to concentrate on more urban areas.
The breadth of students that we're connecting with now is far wider in terms of that urban focus. The curriculum has evolved, the way we deliver it has evolved, the preparation of the volunteers in terms of getting them ready and giving them the assistance they need. All of those things have, I think, aided both the volunteer and the students in the classroom.
Wells Smith, who went to Central High School, has volunteered at a variety of schools in Providence.
The teachers are burdened, to be honest with you. So having somebody else come in gives the teachers not just a break, but it also gives the students a different perspective, so that what their teachers have been sort of drilling into them, oh gee, there's another grown-up or adult that's come into this classroom, and they sort of have the same mantra. So I do think that it helps support them.
3 years ago, Junior Achievement launched JA Inspire, directly aimed at the state's 8th grade students.
And at 8th grade, which is what Inspire is all about, they should be thinking about that pathway in if not sooner, but definitely in 8th grade, because as they're making decisions on where they want to go for high school, for if there's a pathway they want to pursue.
It all began in an auditorium at Rhode Island College in 2017, with 180 students and 30 vendors. Last year, 8,100 8th graders, 75% of all 8th graders in the state, made the pilgrimage to the Rhode Island Convention Center over 2 days, where they had 120 booths to choose from. At the first Inspire, a female police officer spoke to the students. It had an impact on one of the 8th grade girls.
She goes, I was always interested in being a police officer, but being a woman, I didn't think that it was much of an opportunity for me. And I met this woman who is a police officer, and she goes, I'm going to be a police officer now. She goes, I know I can be one. And it was, number one, it was the pilot of Inspire, and that's exactly what we were trying to accomplish.
And those who have volunteered the longest have a message for those considering giving it a try.
It doesn't take a lot of time. You know, you can very quickly go through the curriculum, the documentation, and the teacher's guide, and the volunteer's guide is incredible. You can't miss. You just have to follow it. I scribble my notes in and take it, go through everything. They give you all of these incredible materials. Now it's also online.
Think about the impact that you can have on a young person's life if you can widen their horizons and get them to appreciate just what opportunities they have to succeed in our country and in our state. This is, I hope, will have long-term impacts both for them and for our state and for our region.
If you see this and you are even the least bit, interested, follow through on it, because you think that you give so much to the students when in fact you get so much more back.
Jim Hummel for the Rhode Island Spotlight.
As you can see from the video, the amazing programs offered by Junior Achievement, and I would like to especially thank the members of the Board of Directors and especially the staff of Junior Achievement for your dedication to helping students prepare and succeed in the future workforce. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Marie Bernardo Souza, Providence Campus President from Johnson & Wales University, to speak to you about the Profile in Excellence Awards namesake, the Morris J.W. Gaby Award.
Good evening. I'm Marie Bernardo Souza, president of the Providence campus at Johnson & Wales University. Morris J.W. Gaby was a pioneer. At the age of 15, he ran a taxi service where he traveled around his small farming town of 120 residents, shuttling students to and from school. He charged 5 cents a day for taxi service, and by the time he graduated from high school, he had saved enough money to buy his own Model T. Someday, if you find yourself traveling down the country lanes of Addyville, Illinois, you may be surprised to find yourself on Gaby Road. Yes, they named a road after Dr. Gaby, this modest, unassuming man who would go on to become an icon in career education. Dr. Gaby was the first in his community to attend college. He was a strong believer in education of any kind. His philosophy was education that leads to a fulfilling profession would be extremely valuable. And if Johnson & Wales Foundation were built on this concept, it would succeed. I'm sure this belief in education and his entrepreneurial spirit are what led him to begin a more than 60-year relationship with Junior Achievement. Like Junior Achievement's mission, he believed in educating and preparing young people to succeed in a global economy. The bond between our two organizations has grown strong over the years because we have remained focused on educating young people so they can be successful in their lives. Over 100 years ago, Miss Johnson and Miss Wales opened a small business school with 1 building and a few hundred students. Thanks to Dr. Gaby and Dr. Triangolo and dozens of entrepreneurial spirited leaders through the years, it is now known as a prominent multi-campus university with more than 14,000 students enrolled. In the early 70s, the university recognized that there were many talented students involved in curriculum-based programs like Junior Achievement, and this marked the beginning of the National Student Organization Scholarship Program to recognize the achievements of these students at the secondary level. In fact, last year, 15 members of Junior Achievement were awarded 4-year renewable scholarships totaling $122,000. Junior Achievement of Rhode Island instituted the Morris J.W. Gaby Profile in Excellence Award to honor leaders or organizations demonstrating excellence in the Rhode Island community. Today, the award is Junior Achievement's highest honor and carries the name of Morris J.W. Gaby, Chancellor Emeritus of Johnson & Wales University. To receive this award, recipients must have demonstrated courageous thinking and action, vision and innovation, inspiring leadership and community mindedness. Dr. Gaby exemplified all of these qualities, not only in his support of Junior Achievement, but through his leadership within the university and with many of the organizations of which he was part of for more than 6 decades. Congratulations to all of our Profile in Excellence honorees. Your contributions to the mission of Junior Achievement and the Rhode Island community honor his legacy.
Thank you so much, Marie. And now it's my pleasure to introduce my fellow board member and chair of the Junior Achievement Board of Directors, my friend Steve Kitchen, Vice President, Corporate Education and Training, New England Institute of Technology. Steve?
It is my pleasure to present Junior Achievement's highest honor, the Morris J.W. Gaby Profile in Excellence Award, to 5 outstanding individuals and 1 community-minded organization. Junior Achievement of Rhode Island instituted the Morris J.W. Gaby Profile in Excellence Award to honor leaders and organizations demonstrating excellence in the Rhode Island community. The criteria for demonstrated excellence are courageous thinking and action, vision and innovation, inspiring leadership, and community-mindedness. Colonel Hugh Clements is the Chief of Police for the Providence Police Department. Hugh's work in the city of Providence has truly made a difference for Rhode Island. Colonel Clements, Hugh, for your demonstrated acts of excellence and commitment to the Rhode Island community and to Junior Achievement's mission of inspiring and preparing young people to succeed in a global economy, the Junior Achievement Board of Directors award you our highest honor, the Morris J.W. Gaby Profile and Excellence Award. Hugh, would you please join me?
Thank you, Steve, for that warm introduction. You are one of the best MCs in the business. For this truly prestigious award in the name of Morris J.W. Gaby, I am genuinely and humbly honored to accept. This is an award named after a man who's been so passionate and compassionate in the community for so many years. I want to thank the nominating committee of Junior Achievement. I want to thank the Board of Directors. I want to congratulate my co-recipients here today for the 2020 award. And I want to thank and congratulate all the past honorees. These are people in the community, leaders, who truly are committed to improving the lives and the lot of young men and women, young boys and girls in the community. For many years, I've served in the classroom speaking program with a commitment to change outcomes and break the cycle of young boys and girls and young men and women of this community. This strategy and this commitment from Junior Achievement completely overlaps with that of the Providence Police Department. In educating the young boys and girls in the classroom setting, the leaders of the community, especially of the business community, educate on money, careers, and business opportunities, and more recently, public safety. The Junior Achievement Inspire program, of which I was part of in the incept of planning with Jeff and Lee, has been a fascinating, tremendous program. And I think that Morris Gaby is looking down proudly for the efforts of Junior Achievement Rhode Island, for their tremendous efforts. It's a really vibrant program. You see the looks on the young boys and girls, the young men and women, for the attention they're getting from leaders of the community. And it gives them an opportunity to see what opportunities are available to them as they're about to enter the 21st century workforce. Maybe some opportunities they never had an opportunity to speak to a leader or a practitioner in that field. So I've been proud to participate for these many years in both programs, and I know that Morris Gaby and the family is proud of the work being done by the Board of Directors and these leaders in the community, the educators, the people from the trades, the business and industry leaders, and once again, the public safety leaders. So I couldn't be more proud. I would hold this award near and dear to me in my office and showcase it for the great work done throughout by Junior Achievement. So thank you for this award, and it truly means a lot to me. Thank you.
Mike Gray is the Regional Vice President for Sodexo and Chairman of the Governor's Workforce Board. Mike's leadership on the Governor's Workforce Board has helped thousands of Rhode Islanders, including adults, young adults, and youth, to be successful in a global economy, and he has truly made a difference for Rhode Island. Mike, for your demonstrated acts of excellence and commitment to the Rhode Island community and to Junior Achievement's mission of inspiring and preparing young people to succeed in a global economy, the Junior Achievement Board of Directors award you our highest honor, the Morris J.W. Gaby Profile and Excellence Award. Mike, will you please join me?
Thank you. Thank you very much. I really want to thank Junior Achievement, the board, and all of those who selected me for this award. I am very humbled and honored to be presented with the Morris J.W. Gaby Award. It says a lot about how we as a state look to support one another as we look to support our citizens, our students, our young people, our adults. As a member of Sodexo, as an employee of Sodexo for many years, excuse me, and having worked in schools for so long, I have seen that the services and the systems that we provide to our students makes a huge difference. Early in my career, I was working in school districts where the students really had challenges just getting to school on time. All of the barriers they had to overcome just to walk through the door, hungry and sometimes without the right clothing and cold weather, and it really it made an impression on me. And I've really worked my career to try to address those things. And in credit to Sodexo, they really also, the company really does honor those efforts and have made it very possible for me to do that. I would be remiss if I didn't say that the organization Junior Achievement is so aligned with a lot of the mission of the Governor's Workforce Board and our staff that it's really a great partnership, because supporting our young people and creating opportunities for them to see what they can be is so important, and to be able to touch and feel and talk to people and to find ways to be successful, to break down barriers so people can see how they can be successful and how they can grow throughout their life, starting with identifying those things that interest them early in their careers. At the Governor's Workforce Board, our board and our staff are honored to work with Junior Achievement regularly, and I have to say that I would not be able to be standing here. They have enabled me, so I accept this award humbly on behalf of the entire Governor's Workforce Board, our board members, and our staff. And with great honor, I say thank you to the community, thank you to Junior Achievement for the award, and it is truly appreciated. Thank you very much.
Karim Hill is the regional president of Santander. Santander has been working with many organizations to improve the quality of life for Rhode Islanders through their employee volunteer network throughout our state. It is because of this work that Santander has made a difference for Rhode Island. Karim, for Santander's demonstrated acts of excellence and commitment to the Rhode Island community and to Junior Achievement's mission of inspiring and preparing young people to succeed in a global economy, the Junior Achievement Board of Directors award you our highest honor, the Morris J.W. Gaby Profile and Excellence Award. Karim, would you please join me?
Thank you very much. On behalf of Santander Bank, I would like to personally thank Lee Lewis, his staff, the Profile and Excellence Committee, and all the faculty of the schools of the students throughout Rhode Island. Junior Achievement's mission of youth development, financial empowerment, work readiness, and entrepreneurship fit the goals of Santander Bank seamlessly. We at Santander are proud of the work Junior Achievement is doing here locally and all the schools that it represents. I personally lead a team that has donated more than thousands of hours to making sure this mission and all the work that Junior Achievement does locally comes off seamlessly. We again thank Junior Achievement for this honor and for the lasting impact that your work has done. We continue to really value our partnership with Junior Achievement going forward, and Lee and your staff, we are gracious and we humbly accept this award. Thank you very much.
Dan Sullivan is the CEO of Collette in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Dan's work in the Pawtucket community and in the travel and tourism industry has truly made a difference for Rhode Island. Dan, for your demonstrated acts of excellence and commitment to the Rhode Island community and to Junior Achievement's mission of inspiring and preparing young people to succeed in a global economy, the Junior Achievement Board of Directors award you our highest honor, the Morris J.W. Gaby Profile and Excellence Award. Dan, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Collette and myself are honored to be awarded the Junior Achievement Award because our goals align with really educating and developing the youth of Rhode Island. And we've really enjoyed our working with Junior Achievement at the Bowl-a-thon and getting our employees to really to work with some of the young men and women who are really, you know, just getting their feet wet and seeing what business is about and what travel's about. A lot of people don't realize travel is a business opportunity. It's an exciting field to be in, but you know, there's all types of, you can be in sales, you can be in IT, you can be in tech, HR, really any department. And you know, it's just good talking about that. And of course, people love talking about travel and kids love talking about travel. So it's really a great opportunity. So from Collette and the Sullivan family, I want to thank you for this award. We're very, very excited to receive it, and thank you.
Kevin Tracy is the Senior Vice President and Market Executive for Bank of America. Kevin's volunteer work throughout the state has truly made a difference for Rhode Island. Kevin, for your demonstrated acts of excellence and commitment to the Rhode Island community and to JA's mission of inspiring and preparing young people to succeed in a global economy, the Junior Achievement Board of Directors award you our highest honor, the Morris J.W. Gaby Profile in Excellence Award. Kevin, will you please join me?
Thank you, Steve, for that kind introduction and your continued leadership here at JA. Thanks so much for recognizing me as a recipient of the Morris J.W. Gaby Profile in Excellence honoree, circa 2019. I want to thank the selection committee for honoring me for this special award that means so much from the perspective of the impressive list of past recipients going back nearly 10 years. More on that connection later. In particular, I want to thank Lee and the staff for allowing me to express my thanks during this year's celebration, albeit not in person, but I think we've all become used to these virtual events these days. Let's hope in 22 we bring back the in-person celebration with dinner and some great up-and-coming musical talent that this event has been known so well for in the past. We'd certainly like to congratulate the 2020 recipients of this award who are celebrating today. Thank you for your leadership in so many ways throughout the state. In particular, I want to shout out to Dan Sullivan and Collect Vacations. We've worked extensively over the last 20 years as part of the Pawtucket Foundation. Dan and his team have done so much work for the community in the Blackstone Valley and are so deserving of this recognition. When I think about this wonderful award and its title, Profile in Excellence, I can't help but think about, in my case, it may be labeled a profile in longevity, as I've been part of this market and the volunteer community for so many years. I say this because when I look back at the honorees from the past 10 years, I'm struck by how far I go back with many of these leaders, heads of chamber, nonprofit groups, former bank colleagues, business leaders throughout the state, and of course, community leaders, and a current and former governor. To highlight my longevity, I'll note that one past recipient, Arnold Buff Chase, was someone I met as a teenager while working as a summer caddy at a local golf course near my house. One of the highlight events of each summer was a member guest tournament, and I was assigned Mr. Chase as a looper for the week. That was about 40 years ago. Mr. Chase was a good golfer and very much a gentleman. It was no surprise that he continues to do great work supporting housing needs throughout the state and was recognized by JA in 2016. Another example of how far back I go with some of the honorees relates to a unique experience I had about 30 years ago. I was recently married early in my bank career and decided to do alumni interviews for high school seniors applying to college at Brown University. I'm a proud graduate of that school. One of the students I was asked to interview was incredibly intuitive, personable, and energetic. I'd interviewed students for several years before this and never really met anyone with such drive and spunk. That student was then 18-year-old Gina Raimondo, our former governor and now Commerce Secretary for the United States and PI recipient in 2013. As you can imagine, to be honored this way by Junior Achievement alongside so many great business leaders I've known and admired for such a long time is simply amazing and an absolute thrill. As my JA moment states, I've been involved with JA as a volunteer board member, financial literacy class teacher, and past chair of the organization for more than 25 years and enjoyed every moment of it. The importance of education has always been a characteristic of my family values, which started back with my father, Richard Tracy, whose passing in 2019 at the age of 94 prevented me from receiving the award in person at that time. I want to dedicate this award to my dad for his love and guidance and inspiration that goes back as far as I can remember. I miss him every day. To my immediate and Bank of America family, thanks for providing me with the time and opportunity to be a servant leader in the community for these past 30 plus years. My hope is we can inspire others to do the same. As the challenges we face through this pandemic, leadership is needed now more than ever. Please get involved and help this next generation develop. Who knows, you could be interacting with the future governor. Thank you so much for this award.
We hope that you have enjoyed tonight's presentation of Junior Achievement of Rhode Island's Morris J.W. Gaby Profile and Excellence Awards. Junior Achievement continues to deliver the promise of its mission to inspire and to prepare young people to succeed in a global economy, and we could not do it without your support. We hope that everyone watching tonight will become more involved in our mission, and I encourage you to become a volunteer. There are thousands of young people waiting to meet you and hear your story of success. To continue our mission, we need financial supporters like you, and I would encourage you to donate to Junior Achievement. It is easy and secure to donate from our website, www.jarhodeisland.org. Again, thank you for being here tonight. We are very much looking forward to celebrating with you in person next year. Stay well, stay safe, and good night.